The old tenants had been booted from the rental, so it was time to get the place washed and scrubbed. The house, a tiny two-bedroom beige post-war cottage tucked on a residential street corner in Missoula, Mont., was an empty eyesore last September. The tenants were dirty, a neighbor would later grumble to NBC Montana. It was an unkempt house. The yard was a mess. The property owner brought in a professional cleaner to tackle the job, including a significant amount of miscellaneous items that had been left by the evicted renter, according to a search warrant application later filed with the local courts. On September 27, the crew arrived and worked through the house's 896 square feet and the backyard, where a weather-roughened two-car garage and shed stood. When the cleaners picked through the shed, they found a box in the building. Inside was a horrific discovery: human bones. Loose teeth, there was what appeared to be bone from a lower jaw, and others that were not as specifically described, but I would call them pieces of bones, Missoula Police spokesman Sergeant Travis Welch told KPAX. There were also rocks in this box. A laboratory analysis added a layer of tragedy to the find. Not only were the remains recent, they belonged to 3 children, one between the ages of 5 and 8, one between 6 and 10, and the third between 2 and 4 years old. When news of the discovery went public this week, Missoula authorities admitted they were stumped. "Nothing we've been able to connect them to yet," Welch said. "The thing is, there are missing children all over the world. And the thing is, we don't know that this particular case is isolated to the city of Missoula. But 1,800 miles away in a small Michigan town, the discovery out west sparked a mix of alarm and hope. 7 years ago, 3 local boys, Andrew, Alex, and Tanner Skelton, went missing, a disappearance that remains unexplained. This week, however, Michigan authorities announced they were working with Missoula police to see whether there is a connection between the bones and the missing boys. Further forensic testing has been requested by police in Montana that may provide more answers, the Michigan State Police said Thursday night in a statement, MLive.com reported. Until this testing is completed and additional investigation by law enforcement in Montana occurs, it cannot be determined if these remains belong to the missing Skelton brothers. On Thursday night, Tanya Zuvers, the missing Michigan boy's mother, posted about the news out of Montana on Facebook. "This information has just been presented to our family within the last several hours," Zuvers wrote. "We are processing it and hopeful that we will have answers soon. We are thankful for all your thoughts and prayers." In 2010, Zuvers and her soon-to-be ex-husband John Skelton were locked in a bitter divorce in Morenci, a town 70 miles south of Detroit. Although Zuvers had full custody of 9-year-old Andrew, 7-year-old Alex and 5-year-old Tanner, she handed over the children to their father for Thanksgiving, the Associated Press reported. When Skelton did not return the kids the next day, Zuvers called the police.